What's the most surprising thing that you enjoy about this stage of your life that maybe you wouldn't have seen 5 years ago, or maybe you wouldn't have noticed 5 years ago, but you've kind of discovered as where you are right now, of what's bringing you joy, what's, lighting up your life?
My daughter. And also, I think I've found a sense of peace. I ran really fast for a really long time, and it was all I knew. I was dropped into a business at a very young age that I had no idea about. Nobody in my family had any idea about. It started with pageants, and then Bollywood movies, and then Hollywood. But I think in all of that, it's so uncertain, right? Our jobs, it's gig to gig. So when I first started, it was just like about, you have to keep moving and what's the next thing. And it was sort of like this weird training that I didn't know how to unlearn. And I didn't know that there was any other way of being.
Mm.
And over the last few years, and I don't know if it's the influence of my husband, moving countries, working at a different pace, becoming a parent, maybe it's a confluence of all of them, but I feel at a sense of peace with what I've been able to achieve and what I may or may not achieve.
Mm.
Like initially I'm still a perfectionist, but I think I was greedier when it came to ambition. Now I think I prioritize time with family, being at home, nesting. Like right now, we've just moved back to our house in LA. So unpacking, packing, putting stuff together, editing out, Malti's closet. She's 4. I have stuff in there from when she was 2. Nick's stuff. It's so fun to go into. Like my mother-in-law taught me this, but seasonal, to bring out like everything that's seasonal in your pantry and like make sure that the plates are right. And it was never something I would have enjoyed doing even like 7 years ago or 8 years ago. It's a shift in just my whole being, and I'm still coming to terms with it and familiarizing myself with it. But I'm allowing myself the time to kind of be in it. I would have, berated myself earlier, made myself feel guilty for taking a day off. I really romanticize not taking time off. So it's like a complete 360, which is I'm coming to terms with it myself.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, it feels like you're the expert of knowing when to shift speed, because when you think about the way you dominated Bollywood and the success you had there, coming out to Hollywood at peak success, when you're already winning, and then you go, oh no, I want another gear. So you come over winning here, and then now, as you're saying, winning here, and then going, oh no, now I want a different gear. And it almost feels, would you say it's just time and age, or is there something else that allowed you to be at peace, as you said? Because peace is I think we often think when we're young that pleasure and joy and enjoyment and happiness are the goal. And then as you get older, you realize peace was actually always...
It's having time to waste. What a luxury. Not spend, because it's a currency, time, I feel like, with your family, with people you love, or on the job. I love being on set. It's one of my favorite places in the world. But it's when you can just sit and not be answerable to anything. And I take that privilege also very seriously. I know this has not been handed to me. I've worked really hard to be where I am. So I'm allowing myself that time. Our daughter started in a new school. I love being able to pick her up from there, hear her stories, and like be around. And, maybe it's just time, age, space where I am at the moment. I'm not sure. But I think that every other pivot of mine didn't feel like it was something I controlled.
Interesting.
I felt pushed into it. This is the first time I feel like I'm allowing myself to not push myself so hard and see what happens. I used to always feel like, the sky will fall if I stop working one day.
Yeah.
And a lot of us are wired that way. I think especially from India and Asia, we have this work ethic, which our parents probably, because they had to, in order to survive and to make it in an ever-changing world. In their generation, they had to go really hard. So I think our generation grew up thinking that that was the way to be. But I think I've learned to look inwards a little bit, and that's okay, and allowing myself that. Yeah, but the other pivots, I just did the best I could.
But I love that agency and that control. And you're right, the same, we were just talking about it off camera a second ago, this idea of, I was sharing that, my mum would drop me to school, work during the day, pick me up, then she'd go back out to work in the evenings. And often I'd just go with her and fall asleep by her leg while she was in an appointment or a meeting. And I just got to see how hard my mum worked. And that, of course, has lots of benefits, as you said, in terms of building discipline, hardworking mentality. And then at the same time, it comes a point where maybe you have to, when you get the privilege or the opportunity to peel back from it, to be able to shift.
Yeah, and it's such a privilege. You have to work hard to survive in this life. And people work really, really hard. And some people, work in jobs that, you might not want or be in, but you have to survive. So I take that privilege of this, and it's just this year, honestly.
Yeah, it's the first time
in your life. First time I'm actually doing it. Where I, want to take that moment to kind of indulge in my family. And I think, sometimes hardworking limits your mind itself to finding that balance. And, but if you can find that balance, that's the dream.